unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Coach, the Tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the pass.
Throwing on first down. Gunn. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You go tight.
80 weapon.
You got tight right there.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mark 59, Mark. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, zoom. Deep rip.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Go. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Five.
From the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken in at the 1. And return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
Switch. Alert flag.
Hey, Sam on. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. It's Knight. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
42. There's a party now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yo, go. Leo. Hey, Orbit.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Right, check, 59. Hey, let's get in there.
Hey.
Mike 5'9".
You gonna see me in your... Go.
Back to throw. Gunn. He finds Yeldon. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and 2. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
7-8 read.
Back to throw now on first down. A screen to Bell. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 9, check 9. Check 37, check
37. 5.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
You're out. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
I can't believe they even let you play.
5. Yep.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Ain't no such thing as a look.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm coming after you.
You draw caution.
I'm coming after you. Mike, check.
Hey, Wahoo!
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check.
Get it.
Check.
Throwing again. Gunn. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there's optimism.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Check 3.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
That's the way.
2nd and 10. This one complete to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, dog. Get that ball. Get that ball. Wide.
Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha. Fire.
Looking to throw. Gunn. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Gunn. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Jay, lock it. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 42. Hey, let's get off the field.
Let's go.
2nd and 1. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Lions.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Go.
Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down.
Okay, ready?
42, Mike 42.
Hey, dude.
Mike 42.
Hey.
Check, Mike 42. Yep. Watch the twist,
Snap.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Done. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
30 base.
59. All day, dog.
Smooth.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Here we go.
Be careful.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Let's go. Motion. Mike 42. Go. Let's put that team on the punt.
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. And on the left left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
53, check 53.
First down, Kaiser. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. 42's Mike, 42's Mike. Right here, right here.
To throw again, Kaiser. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To the air again, Kaiser. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the third quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Safe. Check 31.
Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the curve. Kill. Watch out.
Hard.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Blue Dan.
6-6, pull it high.
Looking to throw. Gunn. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Gunn. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Set, ready? 10 2 stop.
It's our time.
Set, go.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Lions' 46-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
It's just me and you.
Hey, Delta. Snap.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Gunn. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 60 or.
53. Oh, here we go. Oh, slam.
Go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant. Watch twins. Check.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Second and 3. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Haywood!
Looking to throw. Gunn. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Gunn. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Set. 10-2 soft. Okay, Alpha.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine.
2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Looking to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Bravo.
40's the mark. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come, come. Chance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 25-yard line. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Right 40. Check. He's coming. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 40's Mike. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gunn. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm coming after you.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
On 4th down. Gunn. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now Bell, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, Mike, 53. Check pass. No. Show it up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Lions, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it was a win they needed to turn the season.